Yeah, so I'll start recording. Okay, so basically, let's uh, let's set the screen first. Okay, and give you some background what is going on, and then give you a little bit of bad news, and then after that there will be a whole lot of good news. Okay, so just a second. I have to just a second. Give me a second. Okay. All right. So the bad news is if I don't know. I wanted to show the screen, and you said this. I mean, I really didn't want to say this bad news, but you guys know. Okay, so tech companies are laying off in droves. Absolutely, they are laying off. This is some of the list. You know the tech crunch, right? So they have some list of the top tech companies are laying off. You look at this to 2023, 89,000, February 40,000, like that. This goes, and April, March also 2024, January started. So lots of millions will be. These are all layoff figure only in US. I don't know in other countries. Probably it's more. Okay, because there are more tech jobs in US than any other country. You can see this 89,000. Then April 24, Tesla already laid off 14,000 workers. TikTok, anyway, TikTok is banned in US. They just passed some kind of a regulation, the bandits, so they're going to go down anyway. I'm not talking about tech, but others like it says Apple already started 604, but it's going to go in thousands. AWS, the fastest growing company on earth, laying off. And so this is Chow, Nintendo America, Dell 6,000. This is all 2004 figure, 2024 figure. Sorry, and then these are all 2023 figure. Okay, I didn't want to scare you, but the traditional tech jobs are over basically. So when you say traditional tech job are over, but there's huge opportunities coming, and then that's the reason we started Indian Engineers Without Borders. A lot of people shown a lot of interest, but some people just took it very lightly. And good luck to you. If you really do not want to upgrade your skill, that's okay. It's up to you. A lot of things were provided to you free, but for some reason it didn't happen. So what is this? Where is this come? What is this? Okay, uh, so there's a huge at the same time people are getting laid off, but people who are really upgrading their skills, there's huge opportunity. You see, this Amazon concluded $4 billion investment in Anthropic. Today we'll be doing lab on Bedrock and Anthropic. I think is there Anthropic covered in that? Probably, yeah. Some kind of generative QI, API Bedrock, and some idea about Anthropic, but not this thing. But there will be something you'll understand. You can see this. Anthropic is another chat GPT type of OpenAI type of company. They already invested $4 billion, and they are really going big on this stuff. And if you look at this, this is the Anthropic. This is the Anthropic website basically, and this is their prompt engineering job. If you look their prompt engineering job, you can see this. They all those requirements, their responsibility and requirement. This annual salary started from 230K, more than the PhD salary of a Stanford University PhD. You look at this. And then if you look at it, they also sponsor visa and everything. So it doesn't matter where you are. If you're a good candidate, they'll pick you up. That's for sure. And so this is the good news. A lot of good things. So on one hand, thousands and thousands, probably it will start. Probably it will be millions of people, tech workers will be laid off. On the other hand, there will be so many opportunities for people who upgrade their skills. So there is a, don't take it as a good bad news. If you are getting laid up, think of it something absolutely very nice thing happened to you, because you have the opportunity to really upgrade yourself fast, probably within few months, and get into this next level of job market. The earlier job market is gone. Okay, so that's about it. So I wanted to give you this idea. So what we are heading? Okay, and this is the U.S. job market, and Anthropic, Amazon already, as I said, invested $4 billion in Anthropic. So we are talking. We'll be talking about more on that. All right. So and now there are other. Before I do that, let me. Uh, Acha. Now, I wanted to play a little bit before I get started. I wanted to play a little bit about what we'll be doing on the Amazon Bedrock. So, this is a video. Please watch. Generative AI is delivering entirely new experiences and driving greater levels of productivity, unlocking more potential for innovation, transformation, efficiency, and productivity than we have seen since the earliest days of the internet. Organizations of all sizes are already building with generative AI and seeing the excitement of their users. But customers tell us they want to do more, and they are asking for the tools and capabilities to get there. Introducing Amazon Bedrock, the easiest way to build and scale generative AI applications. Amazon Bedrock is a fully managed service that offers leading foundation models, along with a broad set of capabilities to build generative AI applications privately and securely. What sets Bedrock apart from other services is the choice of foundation models that we offer from both Amazon and leading AI companies. Also, the tooling that developers need to generate to create foundation model applications. The game of golf has changed drastically over the last 20 years. We are now collecting data on and off the course, and that has changed the level of the game and competition. Eventually, what we're going to be able to do with Bedrock is have our players interact with the generative AI platform that asks them, how did I perform today? Bedrock will enable us to customize that response for those players. Bedrock is unique because you can look at their libraries of models and see which one has the best performance without knowing much about data science, and it's easy to deploy these models into production. Customer data that is used with Bedrock is kept private to the customer. We don't use any of that data to train the base models, neither do we share it with any third parties or use it ourselves to improve our own models. The most exciting part of Bedrock is the customer traction, just the diversity of use cases that customers are enabling on top of Bedrock. From developing new ways to discover life-saving drugs to delivering the most delightful customer experiences, Bedrock helps businesses unlock the potential of generative AI. All right, so that's about this Bedrock presentation. So basically, I wanted to play this video to you so that you will know what is Bedrock. Now, what it is saying, what they're saying basically. So now, this is, you see this, that they're talking about golf, right? Okay, so somebody wants to improve his or her golf playing technique. So as they're playing, and there are cameras all over the, over the golf field, and then it captured every moment, the way the ball swing, the way he swings the ball, that kind of a stuff with golf club and everything, and every little movement and everything is being analyzed by AI, and then every individual player can see what is wrong, how he's starting with the club, and how the ball is going to what angle, anything, so think of it, like a 10,000 coach watching somebody playing, watching every little thing, position at every corner of the field, and then combining their knowledge and then teaching this guy, what, this is the way you should do, this is the way better, and then again you practice, and then they will simulate probably on the some kind of a simulation on the, say, you see this golf. This is the beauty of AI. Then again, another is like it's like a drug discovery, or all kinds of stuff. Even healthcare, and all kinds of things. So there's no limit for generative AI. Okay, and this is the reason I started with generative AI. Lots of lessons, people attended some of them. Some of them just took it lightly. Okay, that's fine. Okay, no problem. But so this is what happening with the generative AI. So we are going to do some lab, all given by Amazon, basically. So you will be given free access to that. You don't have to set up anything. Just follow everything. Next, I'll be doing the lab with you also. So don't worry about that. We'll be doing together, and you'll learn lots of things. It's hands-on stuff. Okay, no coding, anything required. It's just pre-set and pre-arranged. You have to just click. It will go to the next, but you can read it. You can it will explain what it is doing, and at least you will have some idea. Of course, to build some expertise on generative AI, you need lots of practice, the months of practice and other stuff, and also a lot of knowledge, a lot of study. But that's a different thing. But this will give you some idea what is generative AI. So another good news is, and you can see this. Then I'm talking about MongoDB. You can see this. Last Saturday we went to a MongoDB hackathon. Uh, Myself and Sachin, I and Sachin, we went there, and it was a great hackathon. A lot of people were there, and MongoDB Atlas is a vector database, and it's very useful for vector search and all those things. I already took a. There was a. I think last week there was a MongoDB. Some two expert from MongoDB came, and they really had a hands-on session with MongoDB. If required, we can invite them again. They will come. No worries about that. So but those give you some idea about what is the vector search, what is the MongoDB, what is generative AI, and all those things. And you can see this Anthrop has a something called Claude, which is a very we'll be doing some Claude, I think. Yeah, there's some Claude and Anthrop with Amazon Bedrock. We already discussed about this. And also Llama is also integrated. I'm not I mean, I didn't try with Llama, so I don't know. My focus is on Anthrop. And you see this. So basically, let's close this one. And now, what we are going to do is, as I said, another good news is I am developing a learning module, learning management system, basically. And you see this, I have already set up. It's called intelligentcloudlab.com. So basically, this is a learning management system. I mean, this is just I just set up the server. Nothing happened. So what this happen is just like a golf ball. I explained. It will really every learning. It will be all engineering subject. We are all focusing. We are going to focus only on engineering subjects and technical subject, digital transformation for large corporation, and then we are going to as we release the MVP, so we'll be talking to some large corporation to jointly develop. I mean, if they don't come, they can develop for their own customized learning management system with me. Otherwise, I'll be doing it for this thing, and then we can. I already discussed this with AWS. AWS is very excited about my proposal, so they accepted my proposal, and then I'm going to develop. So they give me some mandate. I just had a discussion with them last week on 1st of May. Again, we are going to have another discussion. So a lot of things are happening, but what it will happen is this is the learning management system with the AI. You can see this. I'm talking about AI tutor, interactive problem solving, AI tutor. All the content will be there, human created content. But on top of that, there will be AI that will assist. So it will be AI tutor, AI supported content development, content generation, dynamic content adjustment, enhanced interaction with generative AI. Then there will be virtual lab. One can go and practice all AI assisted critical thinking workshop powered by AI. Then debate and discussion forum, insightful feedback, personalized learning journey. Just like I gave you the example of golf. So somebody is playing golf, every movement, everything is that person can, AI is going to capture and can give all the detailed analysis of that person, how that person is going to play, how it can improve. Similarly, when somebody is learning, every whatever is learning, even it will analyze its a focus also. Later on, not immediately, but I have a project. Somebody is when the camera is on and somebody is trying to learn, the camera will capture the eyeball movement of the person. From there one can detect to the how the focus level of that person. He's really thinking something or try to learn. So that kind of a focus relation. So it's a very big learning management system. Then we are going to, so this is, I already, I'm not, this is a lot of product, a lot of AI will be there, AI driven interactive content and so many things. So this I'm developing it. So, and I basically, if somebody wants to join me in my team, can talk to me separately, but then it will be a separate thing altogether. But and also, so this is going to happen. With this, there will be, integrate vector database. So this vector database will be available on Amazon Bedrock. We already talk about MongoDB Atlas vector search background and Bedrock model rack tutorials. So there's a lot of things about. Even I'll also be going through some learning card, because these are all brand new technology. You see this Claude Anthropic, this is released on November 29th, not even 6 months old, 4.5 months old technology we're talking about. The best part is you are learning all this brand new technology here. Okay, because of our, whatever our forward looking, and then we are, because we are working with all the brand new technology, and also our presence with Silicon Valley, and also our association with AWS. I'm the official AWS user group organizer. I'm also a AWS basically community builder. So a lot of uh, help I get from AWS because of my some of my relationship with them. So, and because of that, all those things you get to learn here. I don't know if you other places they can, probably there are 10,000 other places. I'm not saying, but so this was a good platform. So having said this, I wanted to give you another idea about basically what it will go. I'm going to do in the future. Uh, Actually, this was a 15-week AI learning journey, and we really made some kind of adjustment with the Indian time, so that people from India can join. And it was really, I mean, I really appreciate. Initially there was a lot of enthusiasm, there's a lot of excitement, and gradually that excitement, were going down. And then we decided probably India is not ready for this kind of a thing. I don't know, it's happening there, I don't know. But this is a brand new technology, probably Indian market is not ready for this kind of a technology. So probably we are a little early for that. We'll revisit Indian audience when and as and when there will be some demand, because people didn't get and give a lot of value to it. So much advanced technology. Today you'll be doing lab, which is just a 4 months old technology. Already $4 billion one company invested. Just think of it and how these big things are going. And the generative AI is going to be $15 trillion economy, new market opportunity by 2030, in another 6 years. So this kind of opportunity, people don't get it. People who get it, they are already in there. Sachin and I went to a hackathon last week, this Saturday, and people who really, they're all young people, they were there competing, they're fighting for really challenging, doing challenging work with generative AI and vector database. There's some prize money. They don't care about prize money. They wanted to accept the challenge, get into this game. Probably some of them will start some kind of a startup, some of them will be picked up by large companies, at enormous salary. You saw this 350K starting salary. So those kind of a salary they will demand, and people who just don't get it, don't get it. They'll be unemployed anyway soon. So it's up to them. So we just cannot spoon feed everybody everything. I've been discussing, but you saw it. Everybody is smart. They have the smartphone on their hand. So just go Google search and find out what is going on. Having said that, so I wanted to start today's presentation. There's not much presentation. It's a lab basically. So I'll give you some kind of link, and with that link, you click on the link, and then it will send you a password, and then you enter the password. I'll show you how it is done, and then you just log in. And then once you log in, when everybody logs in, then I will start my own lab. We'll do it together. Okay. To be honest with you, I haven't even done the dry run, although I was told to do that, but I mean, I didn't have a lot of time, so I said, okay, what the heck, I'll just do it on the fly. So I'll do it with my audience, and so if there's any issue, together we'll figure it out. Okay, all right. So having said that, let me start the presentation. Not many much slides. I don't want to bore you today with lots of slides because everybody is excited to get hands on. But before that, some kind of idea you need to see. You saw this Amazon Bedrock basically. So building a generative AI on AWS using Party Rock, Amazon Bedrock, and Amazon Q. So these are the basically the uh, uh, basic the why this what is this? Okay, what is this? Okay, so my name is Amit Sarkar. I'm the founder of the company called Intelligent Cloud. The learning management system will be available under Intelligent Cloud Lab. I'm also AWS official uh, user group organizer here in Silicon Valley. So if you go to the directory of user group on the AWS website, and if you say Santa Clara, which is the Silicon Valley basically, and you will see our group's name. It's a lot of people came from that kind of a meetup group. I'm also AWS community builder. I spoke also at I was invited at the to speak at the Dev Chat launch at when it was 2021 Amazon reInvent, and then so I'm not new to Amazon basically, so I've been working with them for a while, and my experience on Amazon, I don't know, probably 2007 8. Since then, I've been doing a lot of stuff. I had my own company, so I used to host a lot of stuff, on Amazon for my customers. So I'm pretty okay with Amazon. So, but all these technologies are brand new. It wasn't there even 4 months ago. They just released November 29, 20, 2030, 2023. So you can see this, but you have the idea, about what is going on. Anyway, so having said this, what could happen? So there's never been a better time to be a builder. Anybody can be a builder now. You can really build stuff. That is what I've been emphasizing. So basically, if you look at the Amazon generative AI stack, and I already had a workshop about AI, what is generative AI. I already explained it to you. So what is generative AI, what is large language model? I don't want to get into that. But think of it, generative AI, it can, and I already discussed about transformer model and how the transformer things work and all. So it's a whole new discussion. I don't want to get into that. But with generative AI, you can generate you can do a lot of things with large language model. You can do, you can even do programming nowadays. You can create some images. Today we are in the lab, we are going to create some images. You will see it. You can even read some text. You can summarize the text. You can even if it is a customers, if you can do sentimental analysis, think of it, Amazon, all those feedback from there, you can do sentimental analysis. Even you can I already discussed with you all those golf. You saw this video about the golf game, how to improve. I already discussed about my product. to how to learn engineering subject, this kind of stuff, and many other stuff. So many ways. I mean, I don't think there is any avenues other than pure scientific stuff and all. Generative AI pretty much covers every areas of engineering and other places across all the spectrum of industries, any from e-commerce, banking, finance, even medical. You saw that drug research and also that kind of stuff. Anyway, so so g- generative AI, so Amazon generative AI stack, basically they have the first, you see this the GPU. These are all hardware basically, because you have to have a absolutely high end, computing power. You have to have a very high end computing power with GPU and all those kind of things, and they have their own Trinium and Infrastructure. And then on top of that, so this is the layer one. Basically this is some kind of a three layer. And then you have the Amazon Bedrock, which is basically a serverless. So basically it's a API, some kind of a API driven stuff. And then your application, your Amazon Q, Amazon QuickSet, Amazon Connect, Amazon Code Whisper, and all those things. So these are the three layers. On top of this, you can build your application. That is the idea. So in order to build your application, it could be anything. Suppose you are building some kind of e-commerce sentiment analysis application. So you can rely on this, and these are all underneath the application layer. And majority, like a Bedrock, is a serverless. Now a lot of people might say, what is serverless basically? One point of time somebody asked me, oh, you mean to serverless means there won't be any server? Hey, come on, your application cannot work in the air, right? So serverless means, yes, there will be server, but for you, as far as you are concerned, customer is concerned, you don't have to provision any server. There will be server. So basically what happened is those servers are automatically provisioned underneath the infrastructure by Amazon. That's what is called server. So you don't have to think about provisioning the server, monitoring the server, and all those kind of things. So that is called server. So whatever is run underneath the infrastructure for you is called serverless. Another important is there's something called Lambda function. So Lambda function is you call a function, right? So basically everything is API driven now. Last And a lot of people did not understand, so I wanted to show some memo of Jeff Bezos and Amazon. AWS means Amazon Web Services. Understand what is web services? Web services nothing but API. So there are hundreds and thousands of millions of API are working in tandem to make an application or to provision any infrastructure. So what is API? API is application programming interface. You have one program there, you have another program there. Doesn't matter, there could be two different language, two different platform, and then you have a one connections. That connection called API basically. It's some kind of conduit, so you can communicate. One program can communicate with each with other program, and that way you can create so many API, and you can create some kind of a mesh thing, and then you can really provision. So everything is written little tiny functions. You run it, and through API you provision it, and all those tiny functions are called Lambda functions. So those Lambda function really runs for few seconds to few minutes. So for that, you really don't need that server basically. I mean, you need a server, but you don't need to provision a server to run a function just for 30 seconds. So all those internally something there, I don't want to get into that, all the details, but think of it that Amazon, all the internal infrastructures there, because you fire the Lambda function, it immediately takes some kind of a computing power somewhere internally. I won't tell you because this is a complex subject, but think of it, some kind of a computing power it uses, because Amazon has a vast computing power. all over the world. They have the data center, they have the regional, and I already discussed it on our first day or second day. So they're all connected with under the sea cable, satellite. That's what is cloud. So all those vast data center, there's so many computing power, so much of computing powers are available. So Amazon that takes the whatever the little computing power is required, and that fast that function, that's about it. Then it connects with the API, another application programming. In that application programming, probably some other things is going on. It just goes fire, gets another things running. That's the way it works. So Bedrock is also like that. Think of the Bedrock. Okay, now, so basically there is another something called Amazon Q, Amazon. So Amazon, sorry. So we got the generative AI stack. Okay, just a second. And then you have the Amazon Q, generative AI powered assistant. Think of it, like a see when you go to nowadays in every website, if you go most of the large companies, and you will find some kind of assistant there. Even the Windows has there. So you type whatever your problem, and it gives you some kind of help. So think of it, this Amazon Q generative AI powered assistant. This is all generative AI powered assistant. So this is, suppose I'm a generative SQL assistant. Suppose you are writing some SQL program, and you really need some kind of a command or some kind of a SQL command or something, what that it insert, update, delete, and what was the other one? Okay, so all those SQL commands you can write. Okay, so and then you can really select, insert, delete, update. So all those SQL command you write, and then you are writing because it gets bigger and bigger and complex, probably several tables, joins, a lot of database there. It gets complex and complex, a lot of complex stuff there. And then you really need some kind of a programming help. So Amazon Q is a generative power AI assistant, can help you. I mean, this is the best part, because if you really know, and if you have the programming knowledge, and while building at this thing, the Amazon Q is just like, somebody, some kind of a senior programming lead is, and who knows everything from SQL to Python programming to so many other platforms. That programming lead, and there are every company has that kind of a, guru level person who knows everything, who can figure it out. And that person is with you all the time, guiding you whenever you're stuck, basically. Think of it, I mean, any programmer, they know what is Stack Overflow. Okay, the definition of Stack Overflow is a programmer. Definition of a programmer, I mean, this is something, this is some funny stuff, but it's a really, there's some reality to it. Silicon Valley people say that the definition of software programmer is a software programmer is a person who makes a living by finding solution on Stack Overflow. So Stack Overflow is a, some kind of a forum kind of a place, online. Go online, you can join this, and then you just find you whatever the problem you are stuck, and then you'll find some answer there. Or then you can put that on there, ask some kind of answer, and millions of programmers and all guru level programmers, they always interact with the Stack Overflow, and somebody will answer, if that they has some kind of specialty, where you are stuck. So think of it, Amazon Q is like your virtual, Stack Overflow, who is always with you, so you don't have to post everything, it's there. Okay, I don't know how, I never use it, how good they are, probably, but they're getting better. Okay, so that's Amazon Q, basically. uh, and then we have the Amazon Bedrock. We talk about Amazon Bedrock a lot. So Amazon Bedrock has you see this Amazon Bedrock, the easiest way to build and scale generative AI, basically. Okay, it is a fully managed service that offers a choice of high performing foundation model. We saw the video. Somebody was talking about foundation model from leading AI companies. So these are all foundation models. These are all leading AI company. Anthropic, you saw that. I already. Then there is Jurassic AI 21 labs, then Quartz command embedded. Then this is the Meta Llama, and I think that they released Llama 3. I think 2 3 days ago, last week sometime. So eventually this will be also Llama 3 also. If it is not integrated, probably it will be soon. Then Mistral AI, then Stability AI, then Amazon Titan. So these are all AI companies, and Bedrock is like a some kind of a serverless, some kind of a model, not model. I will say it's a fully managed, service that where you can integrate all those things. So this is a serverless, and this is all API driven. Okay, I'm developing my product, LMS product, on Amazon Bedrock with Anthrop and the MongoDB Atlas. So you see, this Bedrock is that platform or framework I need. On top of that, I have my product will be integrated with Anthropic and MongoDB Atlas, and Bedrock will drive the whole thing. It will be very complex stuff, but you get the idea what it will happen now. So there's something called party rock. I mean, if you don't know, a lot of people want to build, some kind of a simple application, some marketing guy and everything. He doesn't know. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of coding experience. So without code, basically, you can create some simple app and something. No, AWS can do it. So we'll have a demo on the party rock. I think the first demo is party rock. I've never tried, but probably I'll also get to this thing. So having said that, all this is done. So let me put the link to you first, and then I'll guide you what to do with this link, and then we get started. Okay? All right. Wait a minute. Okay, I'll just let me get the link first, and then I'll come back to you. Wait a minute. I'm here. I didn't go anywhere, but I just wanted to find the link where it is. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Just a second. All right, I will put the link. Okay, we have 20. I have 50 accounts, so don't worry, we have enough people. Okay, I expected more, but okay. So I'm going to put the link on the chat, and then I'm going to show you the screen and explain what to do with the link. Okay, and then I already put the link on the chat. So if you have not got it, just let me know, and then I'm going to share the screen again with you, and then show you what to do with this. Okay. I just wanted to find a link, and I'm glad I just found it. Find it. Okay, so once you have this thing, this is I already logged in. But what you do is here you can see this. If you can see this screen, I'm sharing the screen with you. Oh my god, I hate this. I don't know. I have to get this. All right, so this is the when you come here. Basically, what you have is you entered your event access code. So basically, when you click on the link, it will send you. You'll have to enter your email address. But this code is mine code. It will not work with only one code is allowed for each account. But you got it anyway. And this is the AWS Workshop Studio. Joins hand in hand. This is the place where you will be doing it, but don't click it here. You will get lost. So come here, and then you enter the code. Once you enter the code here, because they will ask you the email address. Once you enter your email address, you'll have to enter the code. Okay. So that's about it. Oh my god, what I did. Probably I just refreshed it. I lost my code. Just a second. Uh, Okay, here. So I'm already in basically. Once you enter the code, you are in basically, and then you have to go down and accept the terms and condition. You can see this. So just I need some feedback here. Are you guys getting into it? Are you Did you log in? What is the? I mean, just tell me. That turn your mic on and just tell me. Whether you guys logged in and what happening.
Yeah, I was
We're
able to
able
get
to log
the
in. I'm able
console.
to log in.
Okay. Okay. So please log in. I will, and you can start your own stuff. You don't need to wait for me, but I'll be doing it for people, who are little challenge. I can help them, but you don't need to wait for me. It's all self-explanatory. And then, but please stay till the end, because there are few little things I have to do it. And one humble request to all of you: uh, don't since you have joined, you can pause after one distinct lesson and do whatever, you can come back and finish it. But please finish it, because Amazon is actually they are so generous enough that they're giving you this free one, and this is the official user group. And if you people just logged in, then they leave, and then that will not really, that will not that will not be very, that will not look really nice to AWS, as a professionals. And AWS user group, they want to see it, and they say, well, what kind of a professional people there, they joined and left. So that is something I would request you: since you have come, finish the lesson. This is all new technology, brand new technology, very way, beautiful way it has been set up. So complete the lab. You might want to take a rest. There are 3 labs, but complete all the labs. Okay. And this is only available to you today, as long as I logged in. Okay. The moment I log out, you all will be gone. I mean, you won't get access. So that's the way it has been set up. So don't think like, okay, tomorrow you'll come because you have the link and you'll practice. No, it's not going to happen. Okay, it's not going to happen. Okay, so just complete it, practice it. It's about 2 hours. It takes less than 2 hours, but complete it. Okay, so everybody see the terms and condition and join the event. And then when I join the event, you can see building generative AI with Party Rock. I discussed with the Party Rock about that, but it's a no code kind of a thing. You really don't need to be a coder in order to use Party Rock. So that's the first start. And you can see these are the URL part. So you can say get started. I'm also getting started. So building generative AI on AWS using Party Rock. Okay, so I'll just start focus mode. Okay, so you can see this. So you see this, we already discussed about this generative AI stack and all, and you can read it. And there is a module, there are 3 modules basically. So I'm going to go there and said in the workshops you will complete the following 3 model: build generative AI application with Party Rock, use foundation models in Amazon Bedrock. That's what we discuss about it. Chat with your document. This is some kind of, I think, vector search or something. I need to see what they are. And then the target on it, this is a 300 level workshop targeted for software developer. So familiarity with using services such as AWS Lambda and writing Python code is helpful. No AI ML is necessary. So if you are stuck, this is a 300 level, means intermediate level kind of a stuff. But since it is done everything, so you don't need to worry. But you need, in order to understand, you have to. This works are intended to be run only AWS event. You can do this also, but if you do it on your own, it will cost you something like $10. But this is because of the 2 days. This workshop only works in the US West, so You have to see it what kind of if you see the this already set up, you don't have to do it. But if you want to do it through your, if you have a Amazon account, AWS account, you have to do the reason. I already showed you what is reason and all in my cloud computing lab, so you know this. So and clean up instruction are listed how you can do it. This is all for people who want to do it. This is all set up for you. You don't have to do anything. Once you are done, you log out and that's it. But once you are log out, you are gone. Okay. So this module builds generative AI application with Party Rock. So what is Party Rock? Party Rock is a shareable generative AI app building playground that allows you to experiment with prompt engineering. You talk. I had a I think I had two classes on prompt engineering in hands-on fun way. So you have to build an app. It's saying to generate dad jokes on the topic of your choice, create and play virtual trivia game online within friends from around the world. You can create some kind of like kids always play all kinds of a game, right? And then they can play with others. Create an AI storyteller. So these are the different example of what you can do with Party Rock. So here, this kind of image it will be generated. So how it will generate it, say you have a some kind of a prompt, and once you pass on this prompt, and it will image generate the image. We already, if you have used Stable Diffuse and DALI, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So exercise building Party Rock applications. So basically, to highlight the power of Party Rock, we are going to build an application that can provide book recommendation based on your mood. So today you are, this is application basically. So whatever your mood, you're just saying to the prompt. Prompt means you are writing some kind of a instruction to the large language model. That's called prompt. We already discussed covered a lot of in prompt engineering. So basically, uh, you can to begin, head over to the Party Rock website. You click here. Just a minute. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So to begin, head to Party Rock website, log in with your social login from Amazon.com, Apple, or Google. Click build your own app and enter the following prompt provided. Provide book recommendation based on that using an app. Okay. Updating your app. Use exercise play time with Party Rock. This is the present to wrap up. Okay, let's go to the thing. I think it's already Amazon Bedrock. Okay, so you have to log into that. So previous. Okay, fine. So you go to that Party Rock website. Okay, Party Rock AWS, and then Generative AI. Discover. Build your own app. What you'd like to your app. So start from an empty app. Okay. Okay, you have to sign it with your Google or something. Let's sign it with your. I'll sign it to you. Have everybody has a Google account, so I'm signing with my Google account. Let's see how it is. Okay. Okay. And my username, I'm writing. You see, everything is pre-built. It's everything. You won't be charged for anything. Submit. Okay, there will be some kind of captcha stuff. Carton. This one is carton. Everybody is doing it on their own, or you're following. If you want to follow me on the screen, otherwise you're on your own. Basically, you can do on your own. You don't need to look at the screen. Username is already taken. Oh my god, Amit, because there are so many Amit there. Okay, play the app with this button. Okay, it's a control enter. Control. Why it's not happening? Okay, I don't know what is it. Create widget, placeholder, allow your user to enter the text and input in the app. So you can say create widget, text generation. Let me see what to say. Okay, you go there. Okay, this app will recommend some kind of based on the mood. Okay, okay, happy. Oh, so I'll just enter happy mood. Placeholders. I don't know what is going. Okay, new app. Add a widget. Text generation. Anybody got it? I mean, I don't know.
It works, but some of the prompt interpretation is funny actually. It's
No, no,
so
you have to just add happy. That's it, and then it will.
yeah, no, yeah. So looks like it's very geared towards the prompts which are mentioned. So happy is fine. I mean the sentiment that we got
Yeah,
past.
but how? I mean, you have to add widget, right, to do this. See, I'm doing it
Widgets
here.
showed up.
Placeholder text. I don't know. Probably I'm missing something. I don't know. Oh,
Yeah,
here,
you don't
here.
need
Oh,
to.
here. Oh,
Yeah,
on the right hand side, I'm doing it. Oh my God. Yes, input.
yeah.
Yes, it's my fault. I didn't see it. Okay, then say, yeah, and then it is giving some kind of a error, invalid dependence in prompt ID. Oh my God. I didn't see it. Okay, so build your own app.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, you.
It's a happy generate app. The book recommendation it will now it will do build your own app. Actually, I did it. It's doing something.
Yeah. It takes a few minutes, but
Mm.
then the follow up
Yes,
question.
fill in the happy thoughts to get started, and you see this, and then you have to really fill the happy thoughts to get started, and then what will happen? What will then?
Yeah, and then it'll give you book recommendation.
Yes, yes. So, but where do you get the output?
Uh, on the book on the right window.
That
Go
that
up.
is
Yeah, on the right window where you had, if you go up, yeah, that happiness poem, that's where you
yeah.
get the output. So happy
It's
thoughts.
generating. It's generating. It didn't.
Did it generate?
It's generating. I don't
No,
know.
no. Prompt. Left window is the prompt, Amit. So happy thoughts, you enter any prompt.
Oh, here. Okay. What makes you happy? No. You share the. Oh, okay, okay. Hey, come on. Okay. Recommend a book based on my mood. Okay, happy. Oh, he just prompt.
Yeah, click play.
I know.
Yeah.
And now I'll have to just.
Just command enter or control enter.
Yeah, it's doing it. Yeah, yeah. You see this? Here a short inspiring poem about happiness. Okay, I asked for book and he's giving. But anyway, at least you know. So you then it's created a happy image also. Okay, and then hello, I'm happy to chat about happiness, how to live more joyful life. Let's explore this wonderful topic here. So yeah. So control enter. Yeah, you don't have to do the play all the time. So it's completed. Let's see what it's saying. So generating basically. So this is, I mean, my prompt engineering class was way powerful. Actually, we were doing it, but anyway, so you got the idea. So whatever this is for that. What's the name called? Q. This thing. Q lives. Mm, no, basically not the one. The Q, whatever it is called. What is it called? Party Rock. Sorry, Amazon Party Rock. I mean, see, Chat GPT is like a same like a Chat GPT basically. Okay, so from the basically your console, you can start anything and it will create that. So same like a Chat GPT basically, and that's what they call. Ask me anything about feeling life. Okay, give me some idea on how to focus in this distracted world. So yeah, so it's anyway, this is done. I mean, you got the idea basically. I'm going to the next lesson basically. This is easy. So this it is give the idea living in modern distracted world can certainly be. It's giving you idea. You already give the prompt. However, there are some practices, meditation. This is still generating basically. All right. So if everybody is done with this, I'm going to exit this page and I'm going to go to the next lesson. Okay. So this is done basically.
So
Okay.
basically, this is not only like Chat GPT, but we can have different widgets.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Like
No, even Chat GPT has so many things that Chat GPT 4, and if you have the paid account, you can get this. So many things. Yeah, same like that.
okay.
Okay. So basically, so I'm going to close this now. I don't need it anymore. So I'm done basically, and I'm closing. I'm going to build the next one. So this is the first one. Playtime Party Rock done. Very good. All right. So now the model use the foundation model in Amazon Bedrock. This is something really cool. So Amazon Bedrock is a fully managed service. Is everybody doing it, or I mean, okay, somebody said what is prompt engineering? Okay, Prompt engineering, I don't know why you didn't attend my earlier classes. There was a whole new lecture on prompt engineering. But anyway, I will give you a little bit idea. But before I do that, I'll give you some idea about prompt engineering. And also, prompt engineering means, in a large language model, you have to give the large language model, like you just use this one, Amazon Party Rock. Okay, so basically you have to give some instruction to large language model in plain English. Okay, what you want the large language model to do. And the prompt engineering is, you have to, and all those instruction, there is some structured way to write those instruction. If you don't write it properly, so most of the time the large language model will go into hallucination. Basically, that's called hallucination. What the hallucination is, it gets confused. What is hallucination? Basically, suppose you are really stressed, or you didn't sleep for 3-4 days, and then you're, whatever you're thinking, they're not, or you're under drugs or something, you hallucinate, right? Because you don't think logically. You think, suppose you're under stress and you didn't sleep for 2 days for whatever the reason. There's some emergency in the family. It all happened with our lives also. Or something, you didn't sleep, you're under very stress and some kind of emergency situation. You don't think logically, you don't think right. You think that you're thinking right, but lot of little things, you make really wrong decision. Lot of, during that time, a lot of people make an accident or something. So those are all because of the hallucination. So large language model is artificial intelligence, so it also has a hallucination based on whatever you really prompt. So prompt engineering is a very structured way to write all those instructions. So there's something called zero shot prompt, few shot prompt, single shot prompt. There's a very lots of structured way. I already covered that. And then also, when you write those prompt using code, and use the API to integrate with the large language model, like in this case they did it with Amazon. Underneath, everything is running on the code. So that kind of a things is called prompt engineering. So that, it's a very complex subject. It's not a brand new subject in the world. It just came like 3-4 days ago. So as I said it, I have written a book on prompt engineering, and this book will be given to you free. I promise, Kindle given. Code like a genuine prompt engineer. So this book I was revising, and because of so many things happened, I never had a chance to revise. But definitely, sometimes within a week or so, the revised edition will be available, and then I'll send everybody some kind of a email, and then watch out for email from me, and there will be some coupon. Okay, so that's called prompt engineering. Okay, so we are going to talk about Amazon Bedrock use foundation model. We already talked about this. This is a fully managed service that offers choice of highly performing foundation model. Prerequisite: model access page. Okay, model access button. Amazon select Amazon to automatically select the Amazon Titan model. Okay, and then, they're using Anthropic. Oh, very good. Anthropic Claude Sonnet. And if you I already showed you the Anthropic, right? This is Anthropic, and then uh, Anthropic. So this is the thing. A Claude. This is a Claude. This is a Anthropic model, and this is they're going to use it. So basically, on the Amazon Bedrock, it will, you can use the base model, which is Anthropic Claude, but you don't have to go here and run that thing. All API driven serverless, very cool. You can run everything without really doing a lot of provisioning, and a lot of things will be, you can really do on your own here. I mean, of course, there are a lot of expertise will be required, but at least a lot of things, so easy to manage when you scale and all that stuff. And then coherent command, meta LR2. So these are the different things. So Mistral stability, these are all different model. So and then you have to really select this, and then you have to do it. Let's do it. Amazon Bedrock model access play. Okay, so we are reaching the model access page, and then I already have an account, so probably it is asking my account. No, manage access button. Select the checkbox listed to activate the model. Oh my god,
you have to launch your console first. Go down on the left.
no, but why I should launch my console? It's everything set up, because mine is, I have to, you know why it is doing? Because it is taking to my Amazon account, so I have to really, because of the cookies.
Uh, first, you have to log in Open Access Console, right? AWS Console. You need to open that one. After that, it will automatically go to that workshop login.
Okay,
The left side of the workshop, that
okay,
page.
because this is my account. No,
Yeah. You shouldn't go this first.
no, this. Usually, it will just, I don't know, probably, I don't know.
Go back to your instructions
In the
once.
in the workshop page itself is there. The US West 2
The
is there,
left,
right? That
bottom left.
Just a second, monitor.
Do you see the left pane?
Prerequisite, before you can start building, you will need
No,
to
not there. To the left of that.
Yeah. Is in Amazon.
AWS account. Yeah. Go down. AWS account access. Go down to
AWS account access. Yeah.
Oh, from here. Thank you. Because I clicked there, and it was getting into my account. That thank you. I didn't look at it. I should have seen it. Thanks. Yeah, so you see this is the AWS account access, and they have the cloud shell, and this is the reason you can see this is only acceptable for Orient. Thank you, whoever is helping me. Yeah, thank you. I didn't see this. Okay, I thought you just click here and it will, because I have AWS account, it took me to my this thing console, and I was trying to log in from there. Okay, get AWS CLI credential. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, so you have the CLI credential. Okay.
Yeah, you don't need that for now.
No, I can log in from here. AWS has a beautiful, hold on. Yeah, Cloud Shell. You see this, you can spin a Cloud Shell here, but what they're saying. But anyway, I don't know if this will work. Okay, you can stop this Cloud Shell, but anyway, let me read what they're saying. Okay, so
You can go to the Bedrock service directly.
yeah, just a minute. Let me read it because I haven't read it. Okay, so this is building Amazon Party Rock, Amazon using foundation model. Okay, and then Amazon Bedrock Playground. Okay, to start with that, to start, select the model button to open the model selection part. Okay, chat experiment bus. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, and then from here, I think I have to select the model Bedrock, right? Amazon Bedrock.
Right.
Yes, I got it.
And then you can do the model access.
Yes, I got it.
You can click on that get started. Yeah.
I'm just looking. I'm just reading everything. Yeah, manage model access. This is the time. And then what I need to select, I think,
You can click on that manage model access.
just a second, I know. Just a second, I'm just doing it. Okay. Manage model access. Oh, it's automatically selected. I don't need to do that. And then this is a base model, Jurassic, this, I'm just looking at it. Titan, Claude. So we are going to use that Claude, use case details. I think this is the one. I think I go next or something. Okay, okay. So which one? Anthropic, right? I didn't read.
Yeah, it makes you play with Titan models,
No,
Mistral.
I would like to do the Anthropic, Claude.
Yeah, you can select multiple models all at once.
No, yeah. I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it. I need to read it. This is the reason. Requires model access. Let's see then what this is. Because I'm going to also need to show it to my class, right? So I need to read it what they're saying. Okay. Okay. So you got the model access, monitor the model access status, okay. And then you have successfully conference and bedrock. Okay. That's it. Okay. So
I got the access request denied. You got the same. Yeah.
you also
Yeah,
got the same?
No, only when it does not grant for every model. So some
Yeah,
models
that's what I click all of them. That's the reason.
yeah, it allows you only haiku for cloud.
Yeah.
but it will do Claude Sonnet 3, Claude 2, Claude 3. It'll do for a few, it will deny for few.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
Opus is one of the most expensive models. That's why they would.
Yeah. So let me do that Anthropic. How about Cloud? Let's do the Cloud. Oh, it's Cloud 3 Sonnet. And fine, it's already given me the model as well.
Yeah, Claude 3. Yeah, Claude 3. Yeah.
The model access submitted. Meanwhile, you can use the other Bedrock console. Please refresh the model table. Okay, I have to refresh.
We have to select the models which we
Just
mentioned in the workshop
I know.
steps.
I didn't have a chance to look at it, read at it. Okay. Manage model access button, select Anthropic. Okay, Claude 3. Okay, click request model access. Monitor the model access. Okay. What are the thing? Okay, say Anthropic, Claude, Sonnet, and Claude. Okay, one of these. So let's try this Anthropic, Claude, Sonnet, and Claude. Let's try this. That's what I didn't do. This is what happens when you don't read. Yeah, Claude, Sonnet, and Claude. This is I did. And now so okay, let me do it one more time. Claude Sonnet. Access granted. Yes, I got it. Manage model access. I got this. Access granted. What else? What else I need to do? That's it, I think. I think that's it. So now I can see this. I can click here. Oh yes. No. It's granted. It's granted. Now what I need to do? Model access and then you see this Amazon queue. This is a beautiful. You see this here only assistant came. Good. Let's see. Granted model access. How can I monitor? Okay, okay. See, this is beautiful. This is nice. This is nice. You see, Amazon Q is giving me, it's all generative AI. Here are a few ways you can monitor. Use Amazon SageMaker model monitor. No, I don't need to. This is lab setting. Okay, what are the other ways? Launch model monitor from SageMaker, set up a monitoring schedule, leverage monitor, view existing model monitor schedule and alert from there. Okay, okay. Okay. You see this? So this is so beautiful. This is all those Amazon Q is really, so this is another basically Amazon Q Live, that another basically showing you all the details. Very nice, very nice. Okay, granted access, text and vision. And this is only the text. So this is the model access. What else you really need? So you cannot save changes. The reason is this is a more, this thing. Okay, let's see what written here in the instruction. Okay, got this model access. Okay.
I think you may want to choose playground.
Okay, then granted access and then, okay, this is the granted access and let me see. I didn't read it properly. Playground. Yeah.
Yeah, under this we
Yeah.
have all those three options.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. Yeah. You see this is it's all those things, playground. Then you have the text. You have the images. Okay, so let's say an example of prompt that advanced action item, finding the different payment date, summarize the prompt. And this is a chat. Let's say images. Let's see image it can generate. Oh, yes. Generate images from the text prompt. Okay, this is a titanium. Let's use this. Okay, now I didn't come on, man. Stop. Blue backpack table. Okay, let's do that. It just created a don't have the access to the model specified model. Okay, I selected something else. Okay. Let's, okay, let's create an image. Sri Lanka tree plantation. Let's see. Yes, creating an image. This is stable, the stable diffusion, that stable AI that they're using. I've installed stable diffusion many years ago on my Amazon and also here manually. I created a website, Incredible AI Art. But this is something they're doing on the bedrock. So he's creating that image, is generating the image, but why is it's creating prompt stand, generation stand, seed. Oh, this is all the stuff. This is already there. There is something called uh, Lexicart and all. They already have this. It's like a very old stuff. Now they have this here. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So this is you can do it through the bedrock, but it's already there are lots of this kind of sites available basically. Stable AI basically, yes. That site. I think I have an account also on Stable AI. Yes. Somewhere. Yeah. Same prompt stand. You can have a seed. You can generate a state. Let's increase the seed. No, let's decrease. It is taking forever. But at least you guys got the idea. Let's say text.
I think you might want to get the access to those image models as well. I think previously only two Claude models were selected. So for image generation, they have separate models.
Yeah, that is no,
Yeah.
but there was a see in the image generation, there was some create an image is HDLX 08
Yeah,
Titan
but
image generator.
again, we need
I
to
tried,
select
but
that
it
model.
says
Actually, it should give an option. Yeah, it looks like you don't have access with the specified model. So
yeah, but anyway, everybody got the idea. I mean,
yeah,
for me, I mean, I can generate those model. I generated my own model like this image generation. So you see this app many years ago. This is like a 4 5 years ago. I created before the COVID. I created my own incredible. I created my own thing with this, but this was my model. You see this? These are all the generation, art generation was my model. I don't know what happened to this. You see this? This was all now. This is some other model, but if you see this abstract art, these are all my model. I created my model. I didn't even use all those things, whatever. So
Using stable diffusion.
no stable diffusion. I created my own model.
Oh,
And then some of them I used stable diffusion because it's much powerful. But I created just for experiment. But anyway, so that's beside the thing. But I got the idea. If you guys get the idea, that's fine. For me, it doesn't matter whether it works or not. Probably I have to action item. Let's see. This is the problem with the lab setting. A lot of things. Chain of thoughts. Chain of thoughts is another large language model I already discussed with you in my in my book. Also, there is some code on chain of thoughts coding. This is okay. Input chain up, and this I think this is summarizing. And I've already written on my book how to summarize, and there's some chain of thoughts coding there somewhere here. I don't know some of the chapters. Yeah, called chat model, quad, autocode, read back how to format input. These are all chain of thoughts coding. Basically, that's what it called. I already covered all those things. What is chain of thoughts in basically in our prompt engineering classes. These are all hands-on stuff. So if you have this thing, so this is pretty much simple stuff basically. Yeah, all that prompt engineering and chain of thought. The only thing is in the lab setting is different. So you don't need to sign up, but there is AI to one llama. I've never used llama. Let's use this one. You are very intelligent bot with exceptional critical thinking. I want to market. So this is already written for us basically. How many apples did I remain with? Oh, the same example I have in my book. So it's doing some kind of mathematical calculation for text. For some reason, it didn't do the image generation. Oh my God, it's taking forever. Okay, what is the last one? Let me read this. And foundation model, last one is using Bedrock API, using Bedrock API. Get started with VS Code, okay, server running with it workshop at an AWS event. Enable Amazon Q with builder ID running workshop in your own AWS account. Okay, you can do that. Generating images with Amazon Bedrock, generating text with Amazon Bedrock, chat with your documents. And then these are the three things. Okay. So it's taking forever. Are you guys getting any results so far? For me, it's taking forever. I don't know what it is. Anybody got any results so far?
Yeah, can you check, can you select the model, or you're not able to select the model?
No, I already did.
Oh,
But
you did? Yeah.
yeah,
It says
Yeah,
it looks
it
like
is working.
it's for me still displaying. So it's taking forever.
you don't have access to the model with the specified model ID.
I tried. But the problem is you cannot stop. Other places you can stop, here you cannot stop. But I got the idea anyway. Should I close and go to the next one, next lesson? Because that's more of a coding, kind of a fun, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's close this one. I don't need, I'm done. So yeah. So next, this is done. Amazon Bedrock Playground, start. I already did this, everything is done. Actually, I should have read this. Oh, generate a synthetic data. I didn't read all this, all their instruction on the lab setting. So they took Anthropic, Claude 3 version. Okay, I had to do all the stuff. But anyway, I got the idea. Okay. Now using Amazon Bedrock API, let me read this because I jump into that screen without reading, and that's what I want to issue. In this section, you will learn how to use Amazon Bedrock API to generate text, okay, and images. We'll additionally use Amazon Q to help us, okay, to write code, okay, text generation, chatbot summarization, Amazon code generation, okay. Okay, next, what is this? If operating an AWS event, you will be using VS Code Server, okay. Otherwise, you may choose running workshop in your own AWS account. VS Code Server is there. The workshop at an AWS event. As an identity center start URL, you want to use Code Whisper. An organization, if not, we will be using Amazon Code Whisper. Okay, here, I think this. I need to close this. Okay. Yes. As a reminder, Amazon Q integrates with multiple IDs. You will access the code server. Okay, we'll access the code server. Okay. So studio event output. Oh my God, why did Okay. You are a look student even out. Okay. Password. Okay. Copy the password. Okay. Click on the to open the VS Code. Okay. Okay, I copied the password. So everybody following me, what I'm doing basically is pretty much straightforward. Basically, it's written. So there is a code whisper out this thing. You have to click on that, and then there will, you go there, code event output, and then you have to click. There's a power. No. Do you touch this author files? Yes. Okay. Now what will say? I've come to this point. Password. Okay. Click submit. You should now see the VS Code ID. Okay. Oh, this is a code server. Okay. No. Okay. Can now close. Okay. Now I got this. Now click submit, browse, one shortcut, this settle VS Code, next. Okay, now what? On Amazon queue with builder, I did this. So everybody just pretty much straightforward, just skip this section with other AWS provided account, configure local ID. Okay. Now, Visual Studio Code, Python, AWS CLI Git. You have installed, downloaded, and installed the following. Oh my God, I think I have the Visual Studio Code. Yes, I have. I have it.
No, I think you need to do it only if you're not using the
Yeah,
web.
but yeah, I mean, this is what I'm saying. Okay, this is a pip install requirement, but
No, you need to do this only if you're not running this workshop in your skip this section if you have a AWS provided account. So you can
I have that.
okay, then you
So
can
don't worry, but I will say, okay, skip this section with AWS provided account.
yeah. So if you're
Okay.
using the code editor ID,
Okay.
yeah, you don't need to do this. Yeah.
Okay, building your bedrock. Okay, but what is that? Where is the ID? I didn't find any ID.
You would have opened the VS Code like
You didn't let me read. I mean, I was trying to read it. Okay, but anyway, Is in the bedrock. I'll have to go back. I was trying to read it. Okay, I've done this.
When
Because-
you did queue with builder ID, it would have opened the VS Code over the URL on a web browser.
That is I'm trying to do it here. Okay, no, this is the one. I don't know.
Yes, this is the one. Yeah, that's it.
But
So
where's the okay? Where's the okay? This is the one.
click on say okay, and click on the folders on the left, absolute left under the hamburger. Yeah, you got the examples, right? So it downloaded. These are they provided sample code. So now you can just follow.
I thought they will open. Okay, this is my bad. I thought it will open some kind of collab Jupyter notebook where I can run the code. This is something
No,
else.
you can. This is VS Code on AWS basically, right? So it's a complete IDE. So there you can
Yes, okay, fine. Okay, let me try this because I never done this thing. I should have done it before because this lab setting. Because I have my own account, I would just go there and do it. But this is a lab setting, so I'm just trying to get hang around it. Okay, so I'm reading. Okay, you have the Python code next. Okay, I got the B. Oh, I didn't see this open something. Full data set, generative AI data set, full code. Okay, this is a okay, generative AI text, local index, code conduct. Okay, these are all the texts here. Image sample, genetic text PY. Oh, these are all Python. Oh, this already built. Oh my god. Import boto. I write all this code. Okay, this already built basically. So you don't have to write anything. I thought you have to write a code or something. Okay.
No. Actually, what they have said is they provided sample code for an application, and then they are trying to show like how Amazon Q code suggestions work. So
Okay.
you can copy the code, send it, use Q to ask, okay, enter a text box into this or something like that, and then it'll spit out the code
Okay.
for that. Yeah.
Uh,
So it's
okay.
Q is auto generating your code basically. That's what it's showing.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is the idea. Ask question. Okay. Let me ask this question. I want to to use Anthropic with Mongo. Oh, okay. DB Atlas. Okay. Actually, I didn't read all this thing. Okay, so you got this Python, JavaScript. Here it's showing something else. But anyway, NML Amazon Q Builder, I did this. Skip this section, I did this. Actually, I went where then skip this section with AWS provided account. Generating images with Bedrock. Building a Bedrock image generation. Now you can copy the below text and ask Amazon Q to create app with this specification. Okay. All right. Okay. So okay, this is AWS. Okay, this is basically people who are using it. Amazon default Linux. This is a machine. This thing I already covered this in my cloud class. You know how we can really AWS secret key and all those things. Access key, you can use it to really have a bash command and SSH access. So that kind of stuff basically. Now I'm doing this here. And it says Express, you have so more. Express and MongoDB in this article, I would be teaching like Media. Migrate a self-hosted MongoDB environment to the MongoDB Atlas on the AWS cloud, AWS perspective. Okay, fine. So it is asking a question, and this is this thing, generative AI. So basically, you can run this, play, run and debug. Extensor for debugging Python. Should you find Python extensor in the marketplace? No. Just run. Okay. Okay. So this is basically are giving you like a code, this thing, meet Amazon preview, AWS toolkit. Okay. So this is the different code is there. You can have the full code, image generation, images and full PY. If you come here, you can look at this code. What is this? Oh, it's a branch. Oh, just like a Git branch. Okay. Run without debugging. Let's see. Okay, okay. There's no Python installing. Okay. Okay. No. So now we have to install those stuff first, and then it will run and debug. Anybody is following so far with this, or you are just trying on your own, or you're stuck? Let me know. At least I figured it out what to do here. So
You just have to run the Python files.
yeah,
Yeah, there's Streamlit apps.
Yeah, it's
There's some Streamlit apps that you have to run.
you will generate some code, you put in that code.
yeah. I mean, this is some, I don't know. I mean,
No, this is okay. They're showing Q capability, right? So it's okay.
yeah,
So what you can do is, I mean, this is VS Code in the web, in a browser. So
yeah.
there's
Basically, yeah, the ID.
yeah, there's a terminal window. You can, from the bottom, if you lift the bottom up, you can see the terminal window. I don't know if there is any other way to go to the terminal, and then you can run those commands.
Oh yeah, code whisper. Okay. Yes, yes. No, yes, yes. I got it. Thank you for showing me.
Okay.
Or you can go to the
It's
hamburger.
running. It's running. It's running. It's running. I tried. It's running. It's running. I tried from here basically. I downloaded something and then there was some. So it was a VS Code, but I downloaded some Python interpreter and that's what.
Yeah, you don't
I,
need
I,
to.
I I didn't look at this because this is so tiny at the bottom. I didn't find it. So probably you guys found it. So
Like, use
So,
it.
or click on the hamburger bun there on the left, top left. Over the folders, to the left, to the left.
this one, yeah.
Right click on that and go to terminal. Go to terminal.
New
Yeah,
terminal. Yes.
there you go. So you had to go to full code. You're in the Gen AI workshop. Go to full code. Do a CD to that.
Okay.
Do a CD to full code.
Okay. No, I didn't get it. You didn't get
No,
the.
just do a CD. I mean, in the terminal.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I'm trying to this thing. Yes.
Yeah, just do a CD to full underscore
Yeah.
code.
Yes. Now let's see what
And
they have.
then
Yeah. I got it. So you have to run one of this basically.
right.
Yes. Okay. I got it. Okay. Let's try this one image.
Use Python 3.
Configure terminal setting. I don't know what this is asking. That's okay. Python 3, I have to use Python 3. You don't take like that and I thought, you know. I cannot even copy paste it. Okay, I have to write it down. Okay. Okay, Jen.
You can do Control C, Control V.
Yeah, that's what I tried. Okay, hold on. I tried, but for some reason it didn't go. Yeah, now it's taking.
No, full path. I think maybe full path.
No, it took local user, say ls.
AKPI.
Yeah, you have the gen text.py specified model.
No,
local.
looks like you don't have model access permissions. Access denied exception. Calling invoke model.
So first I have to.
Which one are you running? Which one are you running?
I'm running this one. I'm running this one.
No, the which Python?
Python 3, all right?
No, which Python file, which Python code are you running? There are.
Hold on. I just tried this. Hold on. There's some lab setting, something, I'm very good at Go, collab and all those things or VS Code, but I don't know.
Python
Anyway, this one I tried Gen
Gentext.
say Gen text py.
Yeah, Gentext py. If you click on Gentext py, it's probably, I don't know which model it's trying to access.
Yeah, that should work. It worked for me.
Gentext.
Python.
Yeah, Gentext worked for me as well. Looks like model access is not there. Let's see which model.
Gen
It uses Mistral.
Mistral, yeah. Looks like
Mistral installed.
accept denied. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't have Mistral installed, I think. In the model access from Bedrock, you had to have Mistral installed.
Okay, what else will work here? I don't know which one I install.
Mistral 7B. So if or you can try the other things which chat with PDF, or you can do
Just a minute. What they have? They have the image pool access, image generation. These are only available here.
Yeah, try the image to image gen ST, whatever that is.
Yeah. That uses stable diffusion. You should
okay.
Or Titan. Yeah. So that will likely work for you.
But that is a Streamlit app. You will figure it out now.
Run image generation Python full.
Yeah, it's a Streamlit app.
Oh, Streamlit. Oh my God. Okay. I know what is Streamlit. Okay. The Streamlit app. Okay.
Yes.
But anyway, it's running. People saw this. This is, I mean, idea is to, you can generate your own visual text code and all. You can run all this thing. SageMaker has a better function, like you can create your own Jupyter. I didn't play with that much with the Jupyter. I don't know, they have a Jupyter. I'm sure they have that. But this is visual code. Visual code is okay. You can run your own Python code. So that is something is good. And also because I didn't read much, while I was doing it. So probably I missed something while talking. So that is the reason I got stuck here somewhere. But anyway, at least you got the idea. There is, as I said, this code, same prompt engineering and all I talked about in my book, and you can see this. So there are all the codes written, but these are all written in Collab, basically Jupyter notebook, easy to run. Some of the codes are not revised yet. I think chapter 11 all done, chapter 10 all done, 9 there are 1 or 2 code because they change everything, some rewriting. So we can go ahead and clone this repository and try on your own. This will give you a whole idea about prompt engineering, how to write code and all kinds of things. The same thing, they just put it in a lab setup, and then they will rest, with all those different tools they already set up, one can run. That's what they're trying to say it here. I don't know how effective this would be, but it's, in a way, it's good because a lot of people who are challenged, they can run it because the queue, what they call this, queue lives is very, very, very handy because it can fix a lot of your code on the fly, which is good. So which is good, basically. Having said that, all of you run Amazon AQ, but Code Whisper, Resource Explorer, and Code Whisper, basically it creates code for you. So that's about it. And then this is so many things I opened, basically, but that's okay. So you ask question about, this is the one, basically. So you can ask question about that, and let me see. Best way to, what is the best way to run products and scale? Gen AI on Bedrock.
I don't think they run any of these third-party Gen AI LLMs in AWS environment. They just make calls, I think. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just asking this code whispered and this thing, what it is saying. Is
Okay.
it saying something they have their own intelligence and searching the web or something like a chat GPT and then giving you the output?
Right. I mean, they're first-party models. That the Titan models are first-party models.
No,
They
no.
run AWS, but the third-party models, they run in their own environments, I think.
Correct.
Yeah, you see this, they're getting all these things for Medium and all, and then they're giving you idea. This will, I don't know. I mean, with all due respect for all this setup, they thought of it. They have a lot of smart engineers, but for anybody experienced, I mean, I would just use the Bedrock for the API and run my own code locally in local machine and do everything and run it. Then instead of coming here and do all those stuff, because there are 2 reasons for that. If you have your own account, because I know this is a lab setting, is fine. You can experiment anything with that because it's free. But if you are trying to experiment on your own account, the cost goes up like crazy, and then you'll end up, just for experimenting, you'll end up, paying extra amount of that. Rather, you try everything on a local machine, or I would create like a EC2 server on my own, and then inside the server I'll run whatever I want to run, and then see, and then integrate with this API to Bedrock. This is something I need to figure it out. Okay, but at least this is a good things to run, to learn basically, and as long as you're getting it free, that's fine. So this is this, I don't know, this Dan told me that once you log out, you won't be able to use it again. So once you log out, yes, let me, who are the people, I mean, somebody else, who is this? Somebody asked me, could you share the GitHub link? Thanks. Yeah, I will. First of all, I will have to revise some code. So once it is done, probably this weekend I'll do it. That is, I mean, this is pending forever, but definitely this is going to happen soon. And once this is done, I will share this with you. Oh, this is the one, Git clone. Okay. Generative AI workshop. Oh, this is the one. Oh, build on AWS Generative AI workshop. Oh, there is already a Git clone here. Good. So yeah, so there is already a GitHub here. Let me fork it. Let me fork it. I'll just get. Okay, I'll just fork it. Okay, I think I forked it. Okay. All right. So okay. So I forked it. So I have that code, but I'll try it anyway. So that's, thanks for sharing. Is there? So is there? No worries. So this is my GitHub code. I will share with you, and people, there are two ways I'm going to share with you. First of all, people who are on our database sign up for our AI learning fest. So they will get a email from us. We'll send email blast, and people who join from the meetup group, they will also get email through meetup group. So wait for my email; it will come soon. Okay, so that is we are going to do it here. So this is fine, actually fine. Actually, I didn't read it properly and started using it, so I got confused somewhere. Okay, so anyway, so that's about it. So I think this is the Dan and the AWS manager told me that if you log out, and that's about it. This is one time pass, and that too also valid for, I think, when we started, it was valid for 24 hours. So he created all those access, 4 or 5 hours before the actually it started there in East Coast. So when I started the workshop, it was showing that it's valid for only 17 hours. So we are pretty much about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So it's going to be valid for next 14-15 hours. You keep on trying if you like, because it's going to free, and play with that. And I don't know if you log out and log it again, whether you'll be able to access it or not. I don't know. Dan told me that if you log out, then it's your access is gone. You won't be able to access it again. Okay, so you have only the one email address and one access, something like that. That's the way it is set up. Okay, so if you want to, I would, if I were you, I don't know. I mean, it's a little late now here in the US, but at least people from other time zone like India, it is morning there. I would spend like 6, 7, or at least 4, 5 hours playing with it, as long as I have the access. So this is cool. This is cool, and the foundation and everything started happening. Only thing is, This VS Code server was a little confusing, but at least somebody figured that out. And thanks for guiding me. And then you have all those information here. Basically, you come to this, and then you submit here all the VS Code, and then you can do the Python. Okay. And then code plus whisper. Okay, all those things I didn't read it. I just jumped to that. At the prompt of the confirm code with AWS Builder ID, proceeds to the browser. I think this is for the authorization request. Create AWS Builder ID. Choose your password. No, this is for running the workshop in your own AWS account. You skip it there. Set up Builder ID. Skip this section with AWS provider accounts that was given to us. And then we are going to use it. Okay, this is the generating images with Bedrock, Amazon Titan image generator XS1. Oh, you have to choose this model here, stable diffusion, photographic, and all those things. Okay, that I didn't choose it. Okay, that is the reason it was not doing it. Okay. I didn't read this, I script. So to start, you will be creating a Streamlit app that can generate an image. Okay. Okay, the Streamlit app. Okay, got it. Turns data script into shareable web apps in minutes, all in pure Python, no front-end experience required. Okay, yeah. So this will create some kind of Streamlit app. Okay, I didn't get into that. This is a text generation. Okay, text. This one I tried. Sentiment analysis. All right, so I'm wrapping it up. Anybody has any issue, let me know before I go to the next. I can come back also. I can still explain. Otherwise, is there any way to call Pinecone API AWS without going over the internet? Oh, that's a kind of a trick. But why you would Pinecone API without going over the internet? I think you can. To call Pinecone API from Ebro going over the internet, I think you can find. Let's find it out.
I think I tried Googling, and looks like Arvind is also familiar with the pain point here. I mean, essentially security, right?
Anybody who is familiar with prompt engineering, a LangChain, and vector database here? Anybody who has experience in those?
Played a little bit, but not so much with Pinecone.
Yeah, Pinecone is like a other vector DB. You can connect to AWS using the Pinecone key. I mean, the Pinecone is like an OpenAI kind of a key. You can configure the Pinecone in our notebook. You can able to access.
I have written in my book clear way how to integrate Pinecone. And in my last chapter of the book is a Pinecone, basically retrieval augmentation with a LangChain and conversation memory. These are all Pinecone code. And I'll share this with you for your, this is in the book also, but this is outside AWS. This you can run it on a Google Colab. And I have also created a product out of this, but that product. I'm just making it this thing, so you can see this here. You can use a land cone, and this is I have used a pine cone, and then here conversational memory, LangChain, and then somewhere I called Pinecone here with the API. But I don't know about LangChain, conversational memory, and then we talk about the.
So I guess maybe let me ask this question another way, right? So how, like when you interact with potential clients, Amit, are you seeing concerns if the infrastructure is hosted on AWS and they have to traverse the internet uh, to access the vector DB? Because one, it's unpredictable latency. Two, there is security concern. So
Absolutely, that's a good question. Number one is vector DB. That's the reason MongoDB Atlas is installed inside the AWS, so you don't have to go out. Okay, you can do it inside the AWS. Okay, with all the AWS security and MongoDB security. I wrote a book on this thing, and one of my strength was Pinecone, and I have a lot of connection with the Pinecone management. I know some of the engineers, and I they send me all kinds of stuff, and they're local, and I go and talk to them on a regular basis. So they're a nice company and very good company. Their main development center in the Israel, but they are here. Main head office is here, and also in New York. So I would, if I have to choose Amazon Bedrock, that is what I'm doing, because I'm going to develop my own product, and that's the reason I have chosen MongoDB Atlas. Okay, so if you have idea about vector search and everything, and MongoDB Atlas is a better choice than Pinecone, because MongoDB Atlas is a very large company, well-established company, and they're really growing fast. And I have a good relationship with them. Last Saturday, I went to one of their one of their hackathon, and they were very, very, and they invited us basically. So very this thing. So I want to know, some people are talking to this. Are you guys here in US or in India, and where you guys are?
I'm here in San Jose. Amit.
So what to do here? Where do you work?
I actually work for Amazon
Oh,
AWS.
that's why you know so much.
So, but then I'm I'm like still learning some of these. I mean, especially like trying to do something small here. But
No, if you, how good you are at uh, prompt engineering and Gen AI and all those things?
no, I'm just learning.
You are learning, okay.
Yeah.
And how good you are on, so did you get any internal training from?
Yeah, I have access to a lot, but this is something I mean, I don't get
You see
time.
this here I use Pinecone API. So here, this is the key. You can use it. You can use it anywhere. So
Yeah,
you
basic.
import Pinecone package, and then you use you set up the environment with the a Pinecone key, and you have to set up the environment. Very easy stuff basically. And then you create the index, and with that, after that index, it gives a dimension. And then I mean, here it's some kind of a counting, token counting, and that all those things we did. But I use Pinecone, just for that, and with some vector search, you can do some vector search using Pinecone. The similar stuff is MongoDB Atlas has. Okay, and because I have a I have a long relationship with MongoDB. I had a company, I sold it out, but that we were an implementation partner of MongoDB way back, many years ago. And Pinecone is a good company. I mean, very good company, and they're very good product. But because see, it's also the market thing. If you are a company and if you really want to develop a product, and later on you can really go out and create some service company or professional service company. You have to see what is the market demand. So if you use the MongoDB Atlas and you have the expertise on that for vector search, and because they already have, I think somebody told me something like a more than 50% of their customers are Fortune 500 customers. So what will happen is if you have already have those, already that captive audiences, that the customers are there, you already have some kind of a reference project, and you can really reach them, and MongoDB will promote because you are using their product. So they will promote, they will introduce those kind of a customers for you. I mean, at least it serves my purpose. I'm developing a large language learning management system, LMS. And what you saw this initially, I showed some generative AI integrated with that. Idea is to create some kind of an innovative learning management system for large companies, and somebody can really, we can have a collaboration with MongoDB. That's what we talked about. And also AWS. By the way, AWS also talking to me, and probably they're going to help me. So it makes sense basically. But I'm not married to MongoDB Atlas, and so Pinecone I'll be using it. And there is another application which is also hosted on AWS, but it's my own application. And see, if your own application and it is hosted on the AWS, and then you are doing all the security and stuff, and if anything goes wrong, you can blame yourself, you can blame your losses, and that's okay. But if you are your application, if you're creating some SaaS model and some other people are using it, that time your security would be very, very important. So your question is depends on what you're doing basically.
Correct.
But
correct.
see, I've created one. This is I'm doing it also. So probably I will use it. This is my I'm doing it for cute. This is my another application I'm doing basically. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. What happened to my cuteness? Oh, yellow. Yeah, this is another my hobby basically, but there, because I'm a huge. This is totally Gen AI develop. Created all kinds of image of cats and dogs and cute image and everything. So you see this beautiful image, all Gen AI created, and I use stable diffusion, and also mostly I use stable diffusion. I haven't used DALI, and I have some of my own earlier model. This is beautiful images of cats and dogs, and this I did it because I wanted to raise some kind of a pet charity. So whatever the proceedings will come from here, for some reason you'll go to pet charity. So it is your, so it's called cuteness overloaded, very, very, so here so this is all Gen AI, but nobody will be able to come here and generate AI. That's not the idea. We'll be selling merchandise, but the application is beautiful pictures, beautiful, and all kinds of pictures, kids and this thing, dogs and cat, and it's all Gen AI. And then there are some hoodies and all. I started this site to raise charity for animals basically. Every purchase feeds a shelter animal. So my wife will be managing it. So I'm just set up. So it's mostly done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Gen AI chat box here, and then anybody can come and ask any question about dogs and cats, and it will give you answer. Okay, so suppose you are a dog lover and you have a golden retriever, a dog, and you want to ask any question about golden retriever, from their history to their health need or something, or even suppose you are emergency, my dog does all the time, 3 o'clock vomiting, oh my god, you are panicking situation. So this is where you come and you ask question, and this is my dog is vomiting, and probably to ask you what he ate last night at dinner. And so based on question, it might give you some answer. If there's any emergency situation, then it will immediately say, oh, this dog needs immediately emergency situation, and then it will be connected with some kind of a Google app or something. Immediately it will give you which are the emergency dog hospitals that they are near to you. So that kind of app I'm developing. Okay, and that app probably I won't do MongoDB. Probably I'll be using Pinecone, because this is my own app, right? So anything goes wrong, nobody will blame me. I'll lose some business on the side, but nobody will blame me. But the LMS I'm doing, because it's a SaaS model, and so a lot of large companies will be using it. So if anything happens, and for some reason some kind of security is there, and those large company will sue me like big time. So there I'll have to be very little bit more, I have to make it more secure basically. That doesn't mean Pinecone is not secure. Of course, they are also secure. But when you are everything is reside inside AWS, so naturally it is more secure versus calling API through internet. Make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
So I have market mean does not, but I know no, there is no private link. Say if you are a Amazon AWS solution architect, basically what you do here, and this is, and if you know the VPC, so what you do is you put everything in your private subnet, and you don't allow anything in the private subnet. Only way you go to the internet through NAT gateway, and NAT gateway is very secure. So and then you watch, you put all kinds of wires, and then you open one or two basically port, and let me see if I have the drawing. I mean that will spin a different thing. But basically on a VPC, virtual private cloud, so you have the private subnet, and you have the public subnet. In the public subnet, it's internet, it's open to internet, although through security and firewalls. And the private subnet, nobody can go. Okay, so once you have the go through the private subnet, then you don't open anything. Only thing is when it is connected with the internet with API, it goes through NAT gateway basically. So if anything, if some DDoS attacks or man in the middle attack or those kind of things happen, it will go and go to the AP, NAT gateway, and NAT gateway is Amazon, hosted stuff, and it's their problem, it's their security, and they're very secure. So it won't come to your server, in the residing inside the private server subnet. Make sense?
Yeah, just try to open that link once, please, if you could.
Yeah, AWS private link established contact between VPC and AWS. So yes, that's what, exposing and data to the internet. Yeah, that's what. That's what I talked about.
Yeah, it basically lists out AWS Marketplace as well.
Yeah, and then you use this VPC endpoint. Yes, absolutely. This is this thing.
So
I've done it. VPC endpoint.
okay.
Through this endpoint, you can create it, and you can use your private subnet and all. So you don't have to create any IPsec tunnel or something like that.
No, I think what Arvind is saying is connect you to services hosted by partners and supported.
That's what I said. Even if it is hosted by partners, let me use. Let me explain it to you.
No, I think what Arvind is saying is Pinecone is available through the marketplace. So there is a possibility to connect to Pinecone using private link. That's what
Then that's about it. Then you are secure.
Let me check on this and get back to you guys. Okay, I don't think it's I don't think all products on the marketplace. It's a SaaS. Pinecone is a SaaS, so I don't know how they sell it on marketplace. Let me do some research, because at least my talking inside Amazon, I didn't get. Arvind, let me check, okay? Because not all marketplace offerings, or only marketplace offerings where you actually install something in an environment, you can connect it with private link. But Pinecone is a SaaS, so I don't. I think it might. Pinecone on AWS Marketplace is likely just a sell through. There is nothing intelligent going on there, is my hunch.
Yeah, but they would be running in their own VPC as well, right? So it'll be VPC to VPC.
Yeah, if you run through VPC, there is no problem, right? Which is whether it is a
They
SaaS
need to
product.
allow, right? Like
Okay,
Pinecone
yeah,
needs to allow.
here, let me explain it to you, how it will be done, architecturally. Okay. You see this diagram? Let me expand this diagram. Okay. So
Can you
this is
please
this
are you
is
sharing?
can you see this diagram? I'm not sharing, right? Let me share that screen with you. So this I would do this kind of thing. Can you see the diagram now? Can you see, all of you? Okay, hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you do here, so this is basically a public subnet, and this is your private subnet. Okay, so what you do is your internet gateway this. Okay, now your traffic from internet going to the NAT gateway. Okay, and then you only allow your all your app subnet. These are all private subnet, data subnet, app subnet, and only these two are public subnet, which is connected with the internet gateway. So basically your application, there's a load balancing and all. I'm not talking about all those things. So what happens is your application is inside this private subnet. So your private subnet, this is like a WordPress instance, is saying that. So your app subnet, which is reside, you see this lock. This, all those subnets is going through the NAT gateway. That's the only way is going through the internet. So when you are passing all your application data, whether it's API from a third party like Pinecone, but it is going to, it's a little complex, setup. But if you can manage to set this up, a little complex, not that even complex, but I don't know, I've never tried with Pinecone. But suppose this is instead of a WordPress instance, or suppose this is your server instance. Okay, so you have this server where you have your application going on, and forget about memcache and all your database inside a private subnet. It's a data subnet. This is private. Your app subnet is private. This thing, there's a load balancer because you have the another because it's a web server, and that's what you have two. So one goes down under failover kind of a mechanism. You can have this instead of a WordPress, you can have your own Linux machine or whatever, and then you have the database, which is also in another subnet. Now every public communication is going through a NAT gateway. So you see this, all these subnets are not directly open to the internet gateway. Make sense? So when it is not directly open to the internet gateway, these two guys are really protecting you. Although you have your own firewalls, own and network access control list and everything. So these two guys are really protecting you because they have a load balancer. They use the two NAT gateway. You can do another way also. You can have one NAT gateway, and then you can have a one load balancer, so everything is coming through one NAT gateway. You can also do that, and they have the application load balancer before that. So you see the traffic is coming, it load balancing, and then once it is load balancing, then the traffic is going through the this thing to the WordPress. But all this is all the incoming traffic but everything is going through the NAT gateway. Okay, so if you can create that, this is a little another complex stuff, but the idea is I would put my server here, and all this database server, put a NAT gateway, and only allow internal traffic through each other, and then any external traffic has to go through the NAT gateway, because NAT gateway, why you need external traffic is more important than internal traffic, because what happens is when you send it, you basically the DDoS attack is most important. So if your server might get DDoS attack or man in the middle attack. These are the most thing, and this is a one configuration. And then another configuration is basically a sandwich BPC. So what you do is you create two BPCs. Okay, so two BPCs, you create all the public subnet and all, and you create one BPC in between. It's called sandwich BPC. All the traffic coming to the sandwich BPC, nothing is there. You just clean the traffic. You just clean the traffic, with what you call intruder detection system and intruder prevention system. So in the sandwich BPC, you have the one BPC where you have the server installed. In the server, you have the IDS and IPS installed. When the traffic is clean, then you are sending into the different VPCs, and those VPCs even talking through the NAT gateway. And of course, every VPC has its own NSCL, and also every VPC has its own what you call security group. Even every what you call server has its own security group. So there are 4 layers of security. So one can even penetrate, break one, but to break everything would be very hard. I mean, still people do it, but I don't think it will be that easy. And
So-
pretty much most of the companies, Fortune 500 companies, do that kind of architecture.
So you mean say that the private link is private resource is not allowing the NAT gateway to extend?
Yeah, I mean, why you would like to, because only you have to have, why you need the traffic sources. You need the internal sources when you really need the internet. If you don't need the internet, everything reside inside the private subnet. You just open the public subnet through NAT gateway and whatever the internet server, you put a public server there, and then let the public server communicate with the internet, and then through the NAT gateway, and the NAT gateway server diverts your traffic to the private subnet through public server. So that kind of architecture is very common, basically. I'm not saying I'm proposing. Yes, it should be. It would only allow the egress traffic. You're not because that's what I said. It's not. But your ingress traffic when it is coming, then you have to have those kind of architecture, basically. So your internal that is basically, you have to have those sandwich BPC. That's what I think. That sandwich BPC is, you have the BPC or ingress and egress. All the traffic will be cleaned first, and then you will go to your own BPC. So sandwich BPC is nothing but a one BPC, or some kind of a front BPC where you're just cleaning the traffic, nothing else. You're just cleaning. You can have the load balancer there. You can have the IDS and IPS installed on a server there, and you see this with the intruder detection system, with the there are a lot of good companies are there. They provide like a Datadog and all those people. They provide all those kind of stuff. So we have to integrate with that, and those are all available on the Amazon Marketplace. So you need to go out that. So those can be provisioned easily, Datadog kind of a stuff, and then you provision Datadog, and there are many, Palo Alto Network, that's also good. So we provision this. Pinecone on AWS market, just paying for Pinecone subscription, yes. So nothing gets installed or no one gets, same like that. Probably they have some kind of a subscription model. Yeah. But let me tell you this. Even I talked in my book. So you should read this. Everything is secure. Everything is secure. How about your prompt? There's something called prompt injection. You know that? They can do lots of things through prompts only. Here just everything is secure, but you are allowed to write prompts, right? And in that, there you can do prompt injection. You can do so many other things, So you can do all kinds of. So I have covered a lot of things about prompts and how to secure prompts. So you also have to have a several strategy to have those kind of a things, what kind of prompt, is generating and people are trying. So if you have a chat application and somebody is a very good prompt, engineer, he can really put your server, into some kind of a hallucination within no time. So I have talked about this in my book, if I can. So there is something called, so the prompt itself is a security risk. Prompt itself is a security risk. So even everything is secured, but still you have to send prompt to get to generate something, text or whatever you want to generate. So that is also another consideration you have to. And I'm glad this topic came up, because that is also another consideration you really need to have that. So yes, the prompt itself is a security risk. So I would I don't know where I put this. So those are all security risks basically. So let me see if I can find it. I have already mentioned this in my book, pretty not in detail, but I talked about LangChain, and there's some called prompt safety and something. I talked about that. Uh, so so this prompt itself can be a security risk. So you have to think of it. So one needs to be very, very good at prompt engineering, to prevent that. There's a way to do that with prompt and without prompt programmatically. So those are, let me see, I talked about this somewhere. So I think in the last conclusion, prompt action prompt is a call method. I don't know where it is. Somewhere I mentioned in one of the later chapters, basically. So what kind of a problem it creates? Even if it cannot steal the data, at least it can create hallucination in your server and crash it down. For whatever the reason, if they want to stop your business, they can do this. So that's also another consideration other than building that. Yes, I am actually basically I am developing this product, and there's a mandate for MVP. I was doing this, so basically that is the reason. The book is available on Amazon, but only thing is that the book is some of the codes are not revised. I mean there are actually the first 1 to 5 chapters for general, everybody can do it like that. You did it on the first one. Okay, just go to chat GPT, OpenAI, and do all those kind of a prompt, chain of thoughts prompt, few short prompt, single short prompt, all those kind of things with all the research paper. And from chapter 6 to chapter 11, all coding. And so there, I think I revised all the code up to chapter 9. After 10 and 11, there's some issue, 1 or 2 coding. Once I revised it, the book will be released. So I'm just, so many things happen. Having said that, let me conclude it. It's really thanks for everybody for coming. And uh, one more. I think I should. That wraps up today's session. And thanks for coming. And that wraps up also our 101 days AI learning. I had to, uh, basically end it 2-3 weeks earlier, because what happened is we started doing it initially there was a lot of excitement, and then after that things were really going down, and one point of time we think like people are not paying much attention. So then we thought, okay, that's fine. Okay, so why bother, because I'm so busy and taking time, but people are not coming, I'm paying attention to it. So there's no point of dragging it every day, at least every week. So we concluded that you'll all get an email if you are in my email list, and then there will be ongoing classes, of course, but not every week or every weekend. Every Thursday US time, that is what we have been doing. That will continue, but not every week, probably twice a month, but that will continue. And I am already set up a Discord server. I'll send one more email request to everybody to join our Discord server. Keep it in touch. And people, because I'm developing this product with Anthrop and Bedrock, with Amazon and all those things, and also so if somebody needs to have some kind of expertise, wants to join me, or at least learn how to develop this kind of a product, this is going to be very complex product. So I'm just doing it. I just set up the OpenEDX. It will be on the OpenEDX software, and already Amazon knows it. Amazon, I already have a discussion with them. So there is some another company called Luca something, their partner. So they hook up with me. So on May 1st, our first, discussion will take place, some kind of a technical discussion, and then if I need any help, probably I might need, because I don't know a lot of stuff, all brand new technology, they will help us. Most of the things I'll be doing it. So look for the MVP. So many things will happen soon. For the other one, that the dog product, cuteness overloaded, I'm using Pinecone, and that product I already ran it. It's working basically. And so I have to just integrate with the Shopify. So that's about it. That is working. That is working. I ran it. About 1 year ago, more than 1 year ago. It's really nice. The basic model is there. So anybody interested to learn those kind of things, contact me in person, privately, and then I can talk about that. All right. Thank you, sir. Thanks for you. And that concludes, and thanks for everybody. Our 100 days of AI learning. Although it's not 100 days, little bit 2-3 weeks earlier, but I had to conclude this.
Amit, sorry, what's the best way to get in touch with you, sir? Like the email, the contact email which you sent, that's
That's the one, and then my LinkedIn. Let me put my LinkedIn address here. Just a second. Just a second. Best way to LinkedIn is the nowadays. Even I went to this thing hackathon last this thing Saturday, and what I found that nobody has a business card. Everybody has a QR code with the LinkedIn access, and they're just saying, okay, this is my LinkedIn access. Scan it, and everybody is scanning, and QR code right there. They're connecting it. That's about it. I think that's a better way to do it, isn't it? I mean, if somebody gives you a business card, okay, this is my LinkedIn. I'm pasting. So people who are there, please contact me through the LinkedIn.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, I put my LinkedIn this thing profile, this thing URL, and mention that I attended your workshop today. Okay, and so just and as long as I know, if you don't log out, you'll be still inside the lab. You can continue play with that, and but so far the AWS manager told me once you are logged out, you are gone. You cannot log it again. Okay, so that's the thing. So think of it. So if you have some time, probably you can take dinner and all and play with it. And if you have in other countries like India, I don't know. So you can also, it's daytime. You can.
I don't see your link for the LinkedIn. Where do you see
Here
it?
on the chat, I put it.
I did not
Just-
come through, but
No,
I think we can find you.
No, meeting good. Okay, I'm doing it again.
Indian Engineers Without Borders, right?
Here. Did you get?
yeah, now I can see it.
Yeah, actually, I sent it to somebody. It was only showing one person. Okay, thanks for telling me that.
you.
So
Yeah.
please join me. I really want to. I'm very serious about it, and I want to build so many products. I mean, this is the beginning, and also there are a lot of other things going on. Indian Engineers Without Border is started with that intention. So there will be a lot of exciting things are coming. A lot of collaboration and learning. That's very important. And then if you can have some kind of a private group, like on Discord or something, we can have some kind of a coding collaboration, like, I mean, some experienced people can, get together, like some kind of a coding collaboration. Yeah, I'm doing this, what is the solution, this, that, some kind of a brainstorming session, and also some kind of a coding help we can extend to each other. So definitely I'm looking for that.
I mean, sorry, can you also post the Discord URL? I don't think it's come through for the last few weeks. I think several people have been.
No, actually what happened is, we had a intern, and that guy, I don't know, for whatever the reason, he's not interested doing anything. So probably he's too busy with his college stuff. So that's the reason, I didn't, because I cannot do so many things at a time, right? So I kind of didn't pay much attention to Discord, but Discord, I'll share that with you. Just a second. Let me open this Discord.
No worries. Yeah, so, sorry for keeping you late. But
No, not sure. I'm fine. For me, it's fine. Yeah. So, come on. What is this? Why this open? I need to open the Discord. Okay, here, this is the one. And then how I can invite people, right? So yeah, this is the copy, and I'll paste it here. So join Discord channel. So just a minute, let me paste it here. I hate this. When this kind of things happen. Oh my god. See this Zoom thing, what they're doing. I'm just trying to open Zoom. Okay, then this. I just cannot do it. Did I?
no, it has not come.
No, it's not coming yet.
Yeah, I don't know why. This is weird. This is this. Zoom. I don't know what happening. Let me look. This is. Come on. Oh, okay.
Wrong window.
Yeah, this is my link to Discord. So just join. If you click here, it will open to the Discord channel. And then
It
if
didn't
you
come.
are
No,
Sorry,
still not came.
it has not come. Yeah.
Sam, I don't know, for some reason it's showing Sam.
Okay.
Sam got it.
One wants to catch up later. Console. Oh, I don't
yeah, this is. Oh, I'm DMing somebody. Okay. So please join, set up a Discord channel. You are Discord, anybody, that's the server address basically. You can set up within the server address. You can set, like a, tech session or tech group or something, or experience group or something. Set up a channel. I'll join definitely. And I would like to, I mean, especially, people who are here, I would like to, really keep in touch and work with you guys, because so many things happening. Okay. And not only that, I talk to basically, let me stop recording. I don't need to